Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, and I'm going live today because I'm really excited to tell you about my Elevate Your Sales mini bootcamp. But before that, I want to give you something of value. What I'd really like to do today is look at this thing called listening that is required for sales and how people miss the boat with what it entails. Listening could be it is the magic key, and it is so easy once you really feel like you got it. Like, oh, in fact, you work less hard when you're making a sales presentation, when you really know how to listen. And I love today, I have the windows open. It's fall, it's crisp in Colorado. We didn't go over the 80s yesterday, which is really nice for us because 90s feels like probably Phoenix to us. But here in Colorado, it's a great day. It's a great September day. It's September 6th, and I really want you to put September 18, 19, and 20 and 21 on your calendars because I have something for you, and you're just going to find that when you look in my profile. But I'm Marla Koupal. I'm a sales coach. I've been selling for a long time. I've helped people make over 50 million in revenues in their lifetime for themselves and others. And it's probably more than that, but I just never was one of those people when I started years ago that started counting. But I've trained my staff in the business that I owned once. I've trained people within corporations, and I've trained individual online marketers. So I've been at this a while, and let's just talk about something that I feel is very, very important to any sales presentation or call or conversation, and that is listening. So let's work from this premise. Every moment when you're talking with someone and it's in a sales environment, every moment is an opportunity to change the conversation and to close more sales. But how you change the conversation is actually by listening. So let's talk about this. Everybody talks about listening like we got this good, we can do it. No, you can't. Guess what? You were trained in school for 12 years to be quiet and to listen to what somebody else had to say. And you know what? That 12 years built up a lot of anxiety, and it's like, dang it, it's my time to talk. But what you have to realize is the person who listens longest wins. So you can see this. Oprah did it, and Dan Rather, for those of you who remember Dan Rather, did it. And what they do is they ask an open-ended question, and they wait. And they wait. It's called the 60-second pause, maybe only 30 seconds. But people get nervous when somebody isn't filling in the conversation. So in a sales conversation, you, the seller, win when you stay quiet longer. Why? Because the person who's talking with you is going to give that last piece of information that is the critical piece of information for you to take the conversation on next. So I'm going to tell you right now, point blank, I hate the word pitch. Pitch is telling me that you're talking and you're not listening. And I will not use the pitch. If I'm on ChatGPT and I'm putting in a request for some content, there's 2 words I tell them to leave out of anything that they use with me, because selling is not pitching. Pitching is what that guy does at the carnival. He goes, hey, get your ticket here, get your ticket here, get your ticket here. That's pitching. Get you, throw this ball and get that little bear. That's pitching. When you really understand what pitching is, you will not use that term again yourself. So now if you want to be a strong salesperson and you want to sell to people, you're going to really want to get into better listening. So let's talk about why it's tough first. Why is it tough to understand listening? And then we'll talk about the value of it. So first of all, it's tough because you've had those 12 years of training to sit there, be quiet, soak it in, and you're just busting at the seams to let's go. It's my time. I want to talk. Well, that isn't how sales works. Sales goes back into you need to be quiet and listening. So this is closed. open. We all know the old saying, but what are you listening for? This is what people say. What am I listening for? What you're listening for is their passion, their frustration, their irritation, their hesitation, their impatience, their excitement. You're looking for a clue. What is the tone and flavor of this conversation that you're going to have with them? It's kind of like baking. You've got to understand, is today going to be vanilla, or is it going to be spicy peppermint, or is it going to be mellow almond? What is it? You don't know. So now the other reason you listen is they'll share with you what's the most important. So how do you get them to talk? You use those simple open-ended questions, which I use over and over again. I'm a broken record with this. What intrigued you to stop, to call, to take action today? What prompted you? Let them tell you what's on their mind. If you don't know what's on someone's mind, you will not make a sale. And you don't want to be one of those inquisitive people where you just ask point blank questions all the time, like you're pulling teeth out of someone's mouth to get an answer. Let them talk. Now, it's going to be hard for you to listen if you're one of those people that say, well, when am I going to get my time? When am I going to get my message in? Well, the first thing to know is that you don't have a message until you hear them and then you craft your message. There is no perfect script. Your message has to be crafted with the person. Can you do that? Do you really know how to craft the message at the time you're having the conversation with people? See, if you're in an urgent mode to go ahead and share all of your product goodies, well, that's like saying, well, do you want butter, jam, or peanut butter on your bread? And let them take a pick. And you're trying to give them all those picks and then see what they like. Stop. Go ahead and ask those questions. Listen and get them into that conversation with you. You can understand that, oh, they might like this skin cream because this one's been breaking them out. This one might help, but let me hear a little more about what they need before I present anything. So you're all selling solutions. The problem is you have to work with someone and understand, do they even need your solution? That is the sales game. Do they need your solution? If they don't need your solution, don't ever, 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 ever feel like you lost a sale. You didn't lose a sale. They weren't a candidate. All right. And this is where I find the online marketing business and the social media marketing business has an expectation that's too high for people. They're getting frustrated with sales because you have a good product, but you just have to find the right buyer. So listening is going to get you the right buyer. So there's a lot about listening, and listening is critical to making the sale. You're looking for all the nuances and the flavors that your buyer brings. So you win when you're curious, and only the curious ask questions, like big questions that let people talk and give you all that you need to know. So I want to share more with you on some specific listening strategies, even in more detail than this. And I'm doing that in my Elevate Your Sales mini boot camp that starts October 18th. So I want you to look at my profile, get that link, get signed up, and take a look at that VIP bonus, because I'm going to really give you some time to understand how it is you're going to craft yourself into a better salesperson. Sales is an art form. So I can't teach you to be Salvador Dali. I can't show with you how to build a car or to craft a piece of metalwork, but I can definitely show you how to craft the conversation that's going to make you those sales that you'd like to have. No scripts from me, just a good old, solid, strategic conversation. Talk to you soon. Bye.